traveling has always had its own unique significance, importance, relevancy, power, and authenticity in one way or another. And traveling has always got influence, power, authenticity in itself in one way or another, which is often unnoticed and unrecognized, or which is often undermined and neglected or refused by either the travelers who constantly travel and don't see anything new or fresh or refreshing or vigorous story about it, or those who don't travel at all. They disregard, undermine, and refuse the importance, significance of traveling, and that traveling is very important because it represents or epitomizes a struggle, a suffering, a pain, which is traveling and journey in itself to any places in the world in one way or another. Because whenever we're traveling, or the act of traveling itself convinces temporarily the mind and hijacks reason and intellect and makes it believe that it is literally an episode of practical, real, authentic, genuine suffering, struggle, misery, pain, torment in one way or another. And we feel good, we feel excited, entertaining, because wherever there is suffering, there is also an uncanny, strange, unexplainable sort of meaning, significance, dignity, distinction in itself in one way or another. But wherever there is continuous, unnecessary, exaggerated pleasure, comfort, relaxation, vanity, pride, arrogance, success, there is no entertainment, meaning, significance, distinction at all, because success destroys significance and distinction, just as society, publicity, validation, all deteriorates our significance, authenticity, talent, worth, etc. And just as also the more pleasure we experience, the weaker we become over time in one way or another. But traveling has got its own importance, own merits and virtues are there, because the use of traveling is to regulate imagination by reality. We believe in imagination and fantasy, but traveling should be able to introduce reality, truth, and facts to ourselves. It should be able to regulate or characterize our imagination and subjective thinking by the reality we're able to experience on the ground while traveling, either in vehicles or on foot. And instead of thinking how things may be, which we sometimes want things to happen as we wish, but the way things happen should be embraced, because nothing can be changed. Everything happens precisely or exactly the way it is meant or designed to happen. And when we accept things as it is, that imagination tells and teaches us to do, then everything falls into place. Everything suddenly becomes beautiful, meaningful, significant, authentic. Everything suddenly gains or regains its meaning, distinction, because of our embrace of ourselves and acceptance of everything else as they are.